Hello, it is Katie from Crafting Ruby Dreams, and welcome to my channel. I talk about planners, goal setting, writing, publishing, and getting right with my finances. And, and getting right with my finances. Right now, I need to clean my glasses so I can actually see beyond the fuzz. All right. Oh, yeah, well. So, hello, welcome to tonight's planning session. I was not expecting to be here tonight live because normally I work in our office on Tuesdays, but some stuff came up yesterday that it would was abundantly clear that it would be easier if I was not in the office today. So I got to do telework from home. So I appreciate the flexibility for that. And here we are. So we are going to continue working through, there we go, the 2022 year-end reflections from MäksēLife, as well as Brainstorm. This is the the booklet for the annual goals in the companion notebooks. So we will be, or I will be, brainstorming some of my annual goals for next year. So that is where we are for tonight. I am going to try to keep this to half an hour because I have something at 6:30 my time that I want to be at. And yeah, so we're just rolling along, and I hope you are all having a good day. In addition to stuff at the office that I didn't want to be present for, I also have a totally rainy day all day. So I'm glad I got to stay home today, not have to go out in that. Let's see, where were we at? We were at, yes, that is all one page because this is nice thick paper. We are working on impact and adjustments, and let's see what after that is reflections, but I think I'm going to I might work through those before jumping into this, because I believe tomorrow I'll probably be on tomorrow at about 6 p.m. Eastern again, providing I can, we'll see if I can sign on to work at the time I want to sign on, because I have an errand I have to run before work in the morning. But tomorrow night is the second live of MäksēLife's 2023, 2020, whatever, their goal setting series that they're in the middle of right now. Last night was the first one where they talk about the 5 steps of goal setting. Tomorrow night, I forget. I'll be honest. Yesterday was a really, really long day even before that started. And it starts at 8 p.m. Eastern. So, but you can always catch the replay. And I forget what tomorrow's focus point is, but they will also have another session on Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern, so 5 p.m. Pacific. And that session I know for sure is on mindset, which is something I have been working on for the last while, and it's been good, but also it's a lot of work. So, all right. So starting on the reflections. So impact. How do I want people to experience me? I'm going to keep this clean. In what ways do I want to create an impact in the lives of my loved ones or the world at large? That's a big question for me, especially with what some of my plans for 2023 are. This is a deeper question. I should have probably brainstormed some answers to this ahead of time if I wanted to keep this a relatively short live stream. This is, you know what? This is a really, really interesting question, because how you see yourself in the future and how you want to present yourself to the world does absolutely have an impact on people. So being cognizant of the impact that you want to have can really influence how you go about living your life and how you choose what goals to pursue. So this is a deeper, harder question than I was really expecting. Oh, I I'm actually not sure how to answer this one. I don't want to skip this question. Um, you know what? I will go with the simpler answer, since it says, "In what ways do I want to create an impact in the lives of my loved ones?" I'm going to start with that, and I want my loved ones, helped if I can actually spell, ones to know they, sorry, can always count on me. I'm seriously so much faster typing. Always count. And it's seriously why I prefer typing when I'm writing, because my handwriting and just going off my hand, I can't keep up. The hand cannot keep up with the brain. Um, so that is an impact by if your loved ones, however you define loved ones, if your loved ones and the people you care about know that they can always count on you for whatever, and always draw the boundaries that you need to draw. Um, but them knowing that they can count on you is a huge impact, and just having that knowledge, they may not always feel the need to call on you, but if they know that they can, if they really needed it, just having that assurance may be all that they need to do whatever it is that they need to do. So, um, so that's a more intimate kind of impact. Um, the world at large, that's in some ways a not intimate um, impact, but it can still it's still an important consideration. So this also takes into account what I'm doing here with all of you, and I want to be able to provide knowledge that there is somebody else who is going through maybe some of the things I'm going through, and if she can do it, then maybe I can do it. Um, I also want to bring joy and fun to people's lives, both through situations like this, as well as the fiction I plan on releasing into the world as the new name. I know I've provided that to a small degree with the fiction I've already published under my retired pen name. Um, so I'm just going to jot down some brainstorming words, because that I can't, beyond that one sentence that I've already written, I don't know that I can fully pull in specific and thoughtful prose. So I'm going to say fun, um, joy, uh, what's the word? Not affinity. I think that's kind of maybe the word that I want. Not quite, but I'm not sure. Um, uh, let's see. Joy, empathy. Sure, that's always a good word, at least in my world. Let's see. Um, fun and joy. They're just really some of my favorites. So I'm gonna leave that for now, because it's I feel like I'm like getting overwhelmed with the ideas and senses that are coming into my brain with this question. It's just feels bigger than I can distill at this point in time. So, adjustments. What adjustments do I want to make in my life in 2023? This is another good question. Because I know that I need to make some adjustments, but I also some of the some of the adjustments that I know I need to make are not actually a priority for me at this point in time. Some of them are the various health things that would impact my health and wellness. And those are very, very good things to choose, and honestly should be a priority. Like, I will absolutely go to all of my appointments, do all the screenings that I am eligible slash needing to take at this time. I just am not prioritizing doing other things that require time, effort, and energy. Again, they are good things, but I want to put that time, effort, and energy into other things that are a higher priority for me at this point in time. So I think I'm going to have to adjust my mindset with regards to prioritizations and um, what the world tells me I should be doing versus what I want to be doing. So I'm going to say mindset. Mindset. And actually, I think I'm going to have to work on adjusting my mindset around a number of things. And I'm going to do one, um, what I should, in quotes, should be doing versus what my in capital letters priorities are. Mindset surrounding finances. That's always that's something that is a priority for me that I'm always trying to work on. And yeah, so those are, I think, the two big adjustments that I need to do because I, in some ways, I'm very, very focused. I know what I want to accomplish in 2023 with regards to very certain and specific things. And it's really hard to pull myself back and take a look at the whole and just make sure that I am not losing ground on anything else that I don't want to lose ground on, let's say. So impact and adjustments, those are the last two broader question brainstorming things. So next we have reflections. 3 words to describe 2022. Oh my gosh, growth. Big old capital letters for that. I've had so much growth in 2022. I had incredible growth in 2021, which allowed for the growth in 2023. Um, let's see, what version of the word do I want? My word of the year for 2022 was create, and I really do feel like I did a lot of creating, both with fiction. I worked on various knitting projects. I have been working on trying to create an a better space for myself in the world. So that last one, not as great about, but it still falls in. Um, describe 2022. I'm going to do creativity for that in terms of the version of the word. No, it's not quite what I want. And a word that I saw today in, I forget which of the MäksēLife groups. I can't remember if it was the public official MäksēLife community group or if it was the private Club Mäksē group. But somebody was talking in one of those groups about their word of the year for 2023 being bloom. And that just spoke to me because I really feel like I've bloomed in 2022. So I'm going to do blooming. It's a lovely word. And oh, we have a little spammer. We're blocking you because you need to not be here. That's is not what my chat is for. All right, 3 words to describe how I felt in 2022. Successful. I really do feel like I was successful at what I set out to achieve. Um, creative. I do feel like I was creative. And then I would say, what's the third word to describe how I felt? Um, hmm, this is a hard one. Like, let's see. Myself. I know it's it's an unusual word to choose, but I honestly feel like I've come into myself as part of what I've gone through in 2022. 3 words to describe how I want to feel in 2023. I'm gonna put satisfied. And I need to define what satisfaction is going to mean for me in 2023. So I got to figure out, you know what, I've got take one of my clean color dots since they're on the floor right next to me. Pop these open because this is something I want to come back to. And so I'm going to just pop a nice big old dot on that number. Let's see, satisfied. And I'm going to put the note define exclamation point. I'm going to put successful again. And that's in some ways related. Let's see, and powerful. And yeah, probably all three of these should be defined. But just so you can see what I did, I just put the little dot there so that I knew it was something I wanted to see. What am I what am I most excited about in 2023? Oh no, I'm sorry. What am I most excited about for 2023? Publishing again. Like, seriously am so freaking excited about this because it's just I was telling somebody, was it last night? I think I put it in the chat for the MäksēLife presentation last night. But I feel like 2023 is going to be a culmination of all of the work that I've been doing since 2020. So all the work I did with strengths training and therapy in 2020, those two, and Club Moxie in 2021, and more strengths training and Club Moxie in 2022, plus all of the work that I put into writing and getting myself writing again, all of the development that I've gone through, both as a writer and as a writer who publishes. So the business aspect. So I really feel so excited. This is the thing I'm super excited about, if you haven't already picked up on that, besides what I just said tonight. What areas of life will be my focus in 2023? Work and learning. And whoop, it helps if I actually spell correctly. So that's the big one. That's the big one with the publishing. But what also feeds into there is financial, in that I have to watch my money and pay attention to my money. And I'm going to do financial. And I'm also going to do, related to that, health and wellness, because I need to stay healthy in order to be able to operate at the level that I need to accomplish everything that I want to do. So I really do want to pay attention to my health and wellness. And then the secondary one is physical environment. And that's also going to have a feed into financial environment. And this is how I noted it, just so you can like see. There we go. So, and the reason for physical environment is because I'm planning on moving at the end of 2023. So I want to spend a fair amount of time every month going through and weeding and really paying attention. I'm still asking myself, do I want to move this? This is a primary question for me. What am I going to say no to in 2023? Buying more shit I don't need. That's a timely question. Buying more shit, and I'm actually putting that down, that I do not, in capital letters, need / want to move. There we go. What am I going to say yes to in 2023? Opportunities for growth. And I know I'm going to have to put some boundaries around that, because I also need to not sign up for every damn conference. As appealing as a lot of them are, I don't have the time and I don't have the money, frankly, to do every single conference. So I'm just going to do that. What am I going to stop apologizing for? Being myself. I'm already really good at this, but this is always a good reminder. I'm not sure what else. And who will be my support network in 2023? My family, this one Slack group that I am a part of, and another set of friends. It helps if I can spell again. Club Moxie. And I'm also going to do Better Faster Academy. And the thing with Club Moxie and Better Faster Academy is that I know that there's going to be things within both of them that I'm not going to be in the right space for, let's say, at the time that it's happening. But I also know that there are going to be other times where what's happening is exactly what I need to be hearing. So, again, opportunities for growth, saying yes to that. So I'm going to keep that where it is. So the next section is something I'm going to just do on my own, and it's a letter to me. So the prompt for this is write a letter for yourself for 2023. Use this as an opportunity to remind yourself of what you're working towards and why, to give yourself words of encouragement or to channel a message from your future self. Have fun and be kind to yourself. So that is the last exercise in this booklet. And like I said, I'm going to do this on my own. But that's the booklet. That's the reflections booklet from MäksēLife. And so this has been good. And working through this I appreciate this exercise and doing this with all of you, because this has set some things churning in my head for the last week, so that I've been able to build some ideas as to what I want my goals to be in 2023. So I'm going to skip all the prep work in this for the moment and just use some Post-it notes to jot down ideas for what I want my annual goals to be. I already have a fairly clear idea, especially with work and learning. I have a very clear idea. I'm going to try to keep this one as broad as possible. And I think this one might actually be a stretch goal, even though in some ways it's more progress for me. It's figuring out where I'm at in terms of, for a lot of people, if you have never written a book before, just writing a book, doing something like NaNoWriMo, however you pronounce it, National Novel Writing Month, to say it fully. Writing one book is a huge stretch goal. Writing a book, I will honestly say, for some people, writing a book in a month it is beyond a stretch goal, because 50,000 words is a lot of words to write. It is always going to be a lot of words to write. And to do it in a 1 month period, there are very few people I know for whom that is their natural writing pace. Even for me, as fast as a drafter as I am, I might, in big old capital letters with air quotes around it, might be able to accomplish that if writing was my full-time job. And writing is not my full-time job. And most of the people who do NaNoWriMo, whatever, writing is not their full-time job. And especially if it's your first time doing it. So writing a novel can be a huge stretch goal for a lot of people. And doing it in 1 year can be a stretch goal. I'm trying to write 2 novels, at least 2 novels, right, as well as publish 2 novels, which is a whole separate process from writing. Writing is part of that process, but everything else, the project management of publishing is interesting. So I'm not sure. I should probably mark that as a stretch goal just because I haven't done it in a very long time. I haven't even published one thing, let alone two. So I'm going to go ahead and do stretch, publish 2 novels, and not even get into all the other subcategories of things I want to accomplish with regards to. Um, uh, let's see. I feel like I'm going to do, because I want to do something day job related. So I think I'm going to do maintenance, attend to conferences, and these are very specific conferences that are day job related. Mark those down. We'll see. It depends on whether or not I'm approved to go. So if I'm not approved, I think the specific tasks that are within my control that I could do write down for this particular goal would be apply for travel for 2 conferences and just I'll get into specifics later. Progress, and you don't have to do a stretch goal, maintenance goal, and a progress goal for every area of life. In fact, I think Sarah would very clearly say that that is not recommended. I know for sure that they only recommend trying to accomplish 1 to at most 3 stretch goals over the course of the entire year. So, but I think progress, it's going to be like almost a subset of the publishing the 2 novels, and it's going to say write 2 novels. All right. So I've got work and learning because that's my big focus for the year. I'm actually going to flip over to physical environment, and I'm going to say stretch because of all of the energy that I know it's going to take out of me. Move into new apartment. And subset goal, have it be 2 bedrooms because I want an home office. I miss having one. It's been 11 years. As of what's today's date? December 6th. My anniversary at work was yesterday. So 11 years at my job. And so I miss having 2 bedrooms, and I am sure what I'm gonna have to pay for a 2-bedroom apartment here in DC next year is going to be 3 times as much as what I was paying in Iowa for a 2-bedroom apartment 11 years ago. And and that was a month-to-month lease because I wasn't sure what was going to be happening with the job situation back then because of reasons, let's say. So please excuse me, I have to blow my nose really quickly. Bit of a runny nose. So thank you. I appreciate your being with me, just being patient. Anyway, other annual goals. So I'm going to do health and wellness because this is I will say progress for this one is do all in capital letters and underline of my screenings and maintenance, attend all of my, and again, spelling, maintenance, attend all of my appointments. And I'm going to actually put in a progress goal of drink 100 ounces of water, H2O, per day. So that's health and those are some ideas for health and wellness. Financial. I know financial is always a pain for me. It just is. Um, I'm gonna let that one sit for a little while. Spiritual and personal growth. That's all maintenance. Honestly, that is. I feel like I'm in a good place that I just continue with coaching, and that's going to be both Club Moxie, which is group coaching, and Better Faster Academy. All right. Since I really don't want to think about financial, I've got hit the half hour point. So I'm going to just really quickly some personal goals. I'm just going to jot down some notes. Books, knitting. Again, the spelling, man. And spa treatments. Kind of some of these I'm like kind of carrying over from this 2022. And I'm going to put specifically pedicures because holy damn was the one I got. And I know I mentioned this the other day when I was reviewing what my goals in 2022 were. That pedicure was just almost life-changing in how good I felt and how much I had forgotten how good I would feel from it. All right, fun and recreation. I'm going to actually say this. Book a cruise. Whether I take it at the end of 2023 or in 2024, who knows? I want to book one. So book a cruise, and I think I'm just going to leave that one as is. And then family and relationships, spend a week with my family in Chicago. This area of life for me is just feels so stable, and it feels like I don't really have to put a whole lot of, not extraneous because that's in no way the right term, extra effort into making it happen. I have to just put in the effort that I'm currently putting into it. Family in Chicago. And then brunch crew. Because these are my set of friends here in DC that I go to brunch with, and I really want to make sure I make time to spend with them. So I've already, except for financial, I have come up with at least some annual goals for 2023 that I already know that I kind of like really want to stick with or attempt. So that is pretty good. So I'll probably go through some of the prep work with all of you tomorrow. Again, that's likely going to be 6 p.m. Eastern. But please watch the community tab. I will for sure post that once I know for sure when I'll be clocking out of work. So, and as again, a reminder, 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, MäksēLife is going to be doing their second session of their goal setting series for this year. So I hope you will join us. It's free live on YouTube at 8 p.m. Eastern over on their channel. So just search for MäksēLife. And it is, I believe, linked in the description below. You should be able to, that at MäksēLife, you should be able to click on it and go straight to the channel. And then, yeah, so that is it. I'll see you all tomorrow. I hope you have a great day. Feel free to drop any questions in the comments below. And I hope my brain is just It's been a day. So may all your dreams be ruby dreams. Bye bye.